Hey guys, RockingTheBlade here. Once again, what's up everybody? Welcome to my spoiler-free movie review of the 2021 version of Mortal Kombat! Bum, 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 bum. Fight! Choose your destiny. So, how was it? And most importantly, how did it stack up to the 1995 version directed by Paul W.S. Anderson? Well, I will upload a spoiler heavy review tomorrow on Sunday, so hopefully I'll have an answer by then. But I can safely say it's way, without even freaking trying blindfolded, better than Annihilation. In fact, the fight scene between Scorpion and Sub-Zero alone whoops the entire movie's ass of Mortal Kombat Annihilation without even trying. So, excuse me, how was the movie overall? I had a damn good time with that movie. In case you're wondering, I saw it in the theater and I had a fantastic time from start to finish. For those of you who don't know what Mortal Kombat is, what's it basically about, here's the basic plot synopsis. So, Outworld is another dimension, another plane of dimension wants to take over Earthrealm, which is, us. But the Elder Gods are like, well, you can't do that unless you beat Earthrealm in Mortal Kombat 10 times in a row. And so far, at this point in the story, Outworld has won 9 times in a row. So one more victory and Earth will be taken over by Outworld. So the Thunder God Raiden is being is summoning, and along with Sonya and Jax, all Earthrealm's champions to compete against Shang Tsung's champions from Outworld to fight for the Mortal Kombat tournament to decide whether it will be taken over or be freed against Outworld's clutches. So, how's the characters? Let's go into the characters. The guy who plays Shang Tsung. Let's do the villains. Shang Tsung. He did a good job. He wasn't as over the top as Carey, the original actor who played Shang Tsung in 1995. He wasn't as good, but he still did a good job. Wasn't as good, but still did a good job. He definitely looked the part. He acted the part. He wasn't as over the top as Carey. C-A-W, no, C-A-R-Y, Carey. I think his name is, I could be butchering his name. I'll put his name in the comment section. The original actor played Shang Tsung, but he didn't do as good as him. Not that he did bad by any means, but I liked him better. Also, I mean, it's obvious, based on the trailers, there's no Johnny Cage. Yeah, I know, but will there be in the future? I'll get into a spoiler heavy review. Don't worry. So for Johnny Cage fans, sorry, he's not in this. I mean, it's not really a spoiler because the trailer didn't really show him, so I'm just confirming it. Also, Kano. How was Kano? Kano was flippin' hilarious. To me, he was just as good, if not maybe even better than the original Kano from the 1995 version, because he was funny, charismatic, over the top, and he was like, he went to his role and gave it 110%. He did a great job. Dude was like one of my favorite characters in the movie. He was into it. I loved every second of it. He was really into it. I loved it. He did great. So there's one scene. I'll get into that later. Who else? Also, Melina was there. Shown from the trailers. The actress definitely looked the part. Oh my god, she was like creepy, and she had some cool moments, but unfortunately, she didn't really do a whole lot. Again, it's spoiler heavy. I'll get more into detail, but I mean, she did some cool moves here and there. But for some Melina fans, might be disappointed, but still, she did pretty cool. And of course, You're not really spoiling anything because the children in the trailer. Goro. Goro was pretty badass in that movie. And of course, since he's not an animatronic, he was able to do more. I mean, don't get me wrong, the 1995 one was impressive for its time, but unfortunately, I heard, because of a recent interview with Lyndon Ashley and Robin Schuau, aka the actors who played Johnny Cage and Luke Kane, unfortunately, they wanted to use Goro more in the movie because he was a big attraction. I mean, he definitely looked fantastic, but unfortunately, the puppet kept breaking down, so that had cut out a lot of the scenes, so they couldn't really do much with him. So Goro did a lot in this movie. Did more in this movie in comparison to the original one, because he was CGI. He looked damn good for CGI. And I mean, I'm a CGI whore, so he looked great. Could they pull off a physical costume version of that? Maybe, but I don't know how you would do something like that, though. Honestly, still looked great though. I liked how he looked, and he was cool. And the scene he was there, it was a dope scene. It was like really intense, and I enjoyed every second of it. Now for the heroes. Raiden was kind of just there. The guy who played the original Raiden in Mortal Kombat was better. Granted, he didn't do much in compare. Granted, they both, like the actor here that plays Raiden, they didn't do a whole lot because they can't really interfere. But they both played their part very well. He was very believable. He looked the part of a Thunder God, like the original actor from the Mortal Kombat movie from 1995. But I just like the one from Mortal Kombat 5 a little bit better. Now, just because I'm saying they're better doesn't mean he's bad by any means. Guy did a good job. Damn good job, in my opinion. But I just like the other actor just a little bit better. I think because they probably gave him more to do. So, how's Liu Kang and Kung Lao? They're both pretty cool. Granted, they're not cool one-liners, though. There was one scene, though, Liu Kang and Kung Lao were eating dinner together. All the heroes were eating together because they were training for they're all kind of training together. And at one point, they were really ripping into Liu Kang and Kung Lao were really ripping into Kano, and it was like funny. I thought Kano had so funny. Liu Kang and Kung Lao, especially Kung Lao, he's more the aggressive one of the other two. In terms of verbal assault, were ripping Kano a new asshole, and it was hilarious. It was something. Oh man, that was like one of the funniest scenes in that movie. Seriously. But yeah, they both looked and acted the part. Again, they weren't in the movie a whole lot, but the little time they were there, they definitely felt like Liu Kang and Kung Lao, especially the guy who played Kung Lao. He looked at the part, he added the part, and he was just badass in that movie. I'm a huge Kung Lao fanboy. When he came on screen, me and the crowd were cheering like, "Yeah, baby!" And it was awesome. He was awesome. So was Liu Kang too. Because we're following the main character named Cole. Cole wasn't bad. He wasn't a bad actor. Fight choreography wise, fighting wise, he did good, damn good. But just acting wise, they didn't really give him a lot to do. He just kind of felt like he was just there as a character. He just kind of felt as a character, as a new character to introduce fans of who's never heard of Mortal Kombat to have the plot or what things going on explained to exposition. That's the word. Exposition explained to him by Sonya and Jax to what's going on. And by the way, Sonya was badass and she was great too. And she had one line that was really, really hilarious. Also, Jax had a funny line too as well, and he definitely looked and acted the part. He did great. I love the actor who plays Jax as well. Way better. Of course, you're wondering. Yeah. I like the actress who played. Funny enough, I like the actress who played Sonya better than the original one, because she felt more confident, more badass. And I mean, don't get me wrong, the other lady was badass. I wouldn't want to F with her either, but I like Sonya more. Obviously, since Jax actor from Annihilation, nothing against the actor, but I like Jax here better. Was the guy better than? Was Liu Kang better than Robin Schuau's Liu Kang? No, because again, more of the focus was on Cole, on making the new guy, but he definitely has a chance in the future to definitely outshine. Um, to definitely that being the case. Of course, Kung Lao wasn't in any of the movies, so there's nothing to compare it to. But the actor who played Liu Kang did a damn good job. He has a chance to get a chance in the sequels to be better than Robin Schuhau's Liu Kang. Again, not because Robin's is better, doesn't mean his was bad. He still did a damn good job. He definitely looked at the part. When he was like, when they were training, when he was showing off his muscles, dude was like, dude was built. So he was like, he definitely looked at the part for sure. What else? Oh yeah, the main boys that Ed Boon loves, Scorpion and Sub-Zero. How were they? Honestly, they were, even though, credit, Ed Boon didn't do the classic "Come here" for Scorpion's voice in the movie. Scorpion and Sub-Zero were besides Kano, were the best part of that movie. Honestly, they were way better. Cause don't get me wrong, Sub-Zero and Scorpion Adventure movie definitely looked the part, but they would kind of they didn't really say anything, except Scorpion. He only had like 2 lines: "Get over here and welcome." That's it. That's only he had like 2 lines. Granted, it was badass, but still, he only had like 2 lines and didn't really say much. Sub-Zero didn't say anything at all. They didn't even say anything. In fact, the original version didn't even fight each other, so that was kind of disappointing on that front. But still, they looked at the part, but didn't really act. They looked at the part, but didn't like show off any personality, I should say. Sub-Zero and Scorpion, they showed their rivalry, their history. They definitely had personality, and like I said, like Kano, were the best parts of this movie. Like I said with Kano before that, I played Kano. Like, I hope to see him in future films. That dude was amazing. You must have saw the original version of Mortal Kombat because he was over the top, charismatic, and funny as hell. I enjoyed him every second. He was like, "No, that Harry Potter shit." That's one of the lines he said. He was hilarious. And of course, Scorpion Sub-Zero. Granted, Scorpion Sub-Zero had no funny lines. They were very, very serious, but you believed every second of it. And it was intense, and you can feel the rivalry, and I loved it. Why? It's one of the most popular fighting game rivalries, right up there with Ryu and Ken for years because of how legendary it is. Well, unlike with Ryu and Ken, it was more of a friendly competition. This is like Scorpion Sub-Zero. It's more out of hatred, seriously, and deservingly so. I can't go into say again. Spoilers explaining why they hate each other, but Scorpion's a good reason why he hates Sub-Zero, aka Bihan. So that's his real name. Sub-Zero's just a type. Also, Scorpion's real name is Hanzo Wasashi. And what else? Oh yeah, fight choreography was amazing. Again, is it better than the Mortal Kombat 1995 version? Again, I'll go into spoilers explaining which had the better fight scenes, but the fight scenes were there was well choreographed, well executed. Of course, I mean, of course, Sub-Zero and Scorpion, in my opinion, had the best fight. It was intense, creative, and just downright brutal. Which, oh yeah, by the way, this is rated R. And yes, there's fatalities, and yes, they are brutal, and they do not hold back, and they show everything. And of course, the crowd like me loved every second of that motherfucker. It was art in motion, and I loved it. And of course, they had like 2 classic fatalities. I won't say from who, and then two other fatalities, which was used before, by the nice little spin to it, which I like, and I hope to see maybe in a video game sequel. So here's to hoping. Overall, I had a damn good time with this movie. If you're wondering, I saw it in the theater. It had me and the crowd was into it. We cheered whenever we saw Kung Lao or Scorpion, or when Goro showed up. We were all in, and we were wanting the escape, because let's be honest, 2020, even 2021, suck, and we need a nice ass-kicking movie to escape from all that BS. And I, going to my folks, there was some people looking at me weird. I was like clapping and cheering, getting into it. Look, you go to a movie to have fun. Okay, if you like a scene, you know what I'm saying, you like a moment of crowds clap, if you like it, you're not allowed to clap, you're allowed to cheer. As long as you're not constantly doing it throughout, or as long as you're not recording or texting or being loud and obnoxious. If a cool moment happens, like when Kung Lao appeared, you're allowed to clap and cheer. When Scorpion grabbed, Sub-Zero and said, "Get over here," you're allowed to clap and cheer. When Goro busts through came in leaping at the main character Cole, you're allowed to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you paid, by the way, if you're wondering, I paid $50 for this freaking movie. So if you don't like that, that I'm clapping and cheering and getting into it, if you don't like that, you can screw yourself. I paid good money for this, for me and my family to enjoy this escape, and I enjoyed every damn second of it. If you look at me like I'm weird, I'm a stickler. First of all, I didn't give a damn. But if that bothers you, or stuff like that bothers you, then maybe you should stay home and watch it on HBO Max at home. Because we go to the theater to have fun and had a damn good time. I'm not gonna worry about people looking at me weirder and them being a stickler because I'm clapping and cheering, enjoying myself. Damn it, I paid over $50. I'm enjoying the movie. I'm gonna enjoy every damn second of it. So I'm clapping and cheering and rooting for this movie to succeed, and I'm enjoying it every second of it. If you don't like that kind of crap, then maybe you shouldn't go to the theater. Just throwing it out there. Overall, go watch it. It's a damn good movie, damn good time. Definitely worth your money and time. If you want to see it in the theater, there's an option. If you don't feel safe to go to the theater, it's on HBO Max. If you want to see it in the theater, go see it. It's definitely worth your time and money. All right, guys. We hope you enjoyed the review. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. So, I was RockingTheBlade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye.